Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the Go Man Go Tokucast. I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have
Makotoa.
And today we will be taking a look at Kamen Rider episode 43 of Kamen Rider X8. And I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
I know.
I'm so pissed.
I know, because characters that could have had some...
Snubbed.
It could have happened, man. It could have.
Let's talk about some good stuff.
Let's talk about the beginning.
Before we get completely annihilated. I liked, despite what we were given, despite what was taken away, I liked that Snipe got to use a level 100 form for once.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, he was allowed to use a level 100 for once.
For once.
Now, in where in the game, where was it in the lore to set up that he would suddenly obtain Cronus? Was that the built-in thing?
It
like
did not
Cronus
feel
is
like
supposed
it.
to defeat the bad guy, but then the other dude got Cronus. Did he just change the? I don't know. That wasn't.
Like that just felt convoluted and thrown together like that. Okay, especially the part where it was like, they threw in the twist that actually after
no, we can't. Not yet. Wait, are we done talking about the good?
I can't, I feel like we can't even talk about the good without talking about the bad first.
Yeah.
It's chronologically.
I would like to say that it was great that they at least tried to stop Dan from being part of the story.
They tried.
They definitely tried.
Like, it wasn't even one episode that he was in jail. It wasn't even. It was over.
We're not to the bad part yet.
It was over a break that he was.
Give me some good. Give me some good.
You some good.
What good happened this episode?
I liked the parts where what was his name? The bike dude. Frick.
Yeah. Oh.
When he's
don't fall for it.
Yeah, when he swivels around in his his chair and is just like, that was great.
And that
was at the beginning.
Uh-huh.
And then I like the part where Dan Kuruto is giving his spiel like, you need me, obviously I am the way that, you get through.
Yeah.
And they're all standing there, listening to him. And then they just kind of at first.
Yeah.
They're just ignore. But eventually they kind of had to, but that's now we're getting into the part where it's like, oh, actually, one other part. Okay, we can talk about that isn't the part that really upset you and me a little bit too.
Yeah.
But look who's back in the show, Palad. He was.
What do you mean? He was in last episode, right?
He was physically absent for a whole episode, if I recall. His character did not show up. Maybe his voice over when he was quote fighting with him in the suit last episode, but his actor stayed at home and recorded those lines.
Yeah, okay.
He didn't come into the office that day.
Oh, you know what else I like this episode?
What?
That instead of being completely the damsel in distress, even though she was, they still had her be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight you."
Yeah.
I've decided
I'm
gonna fight you. I'm not gonna give in.
Mm-hmm.
This is my fight. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because it is your fight.
Yeah.
Because it is your fight.
It should have been. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I think it's time.
Should
we ease into it?
We gotta start chronologically. Okay.
Okay.
First
so
order
Dan,
of business.
Frick
No.
Hey,
it wasn't Dan. It wasn't Dan, right?
it was Dan.
Dan?
It was Dan. He was given like this pretty monologue in black space about how I've changed.
Yeah.
I want a better humanity. Let me out, please.
And nobody listened to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
Yeah.
That was there.
I'm referring to the
It felt
part.
like a waste.
I'm referring to the part where our frick, what's his name? I can't even remember his name. Wow.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't know who I'm talking about either. The one who slammed his hand on the table and sat down.
Brave! Oh my goodness! I'm so angry that I have to sit down. That's not how that works.
I mean, for him it does, apparently. But like, what was more telling for me was what came out of his mouth. That, oh yeah, he is the only one who can actually go into, like, okay, so she gets kidnapped,
it's
right?
It's like the writers tried to finagle their way into explain. Oh, by the way, I mean, like, Nico got taken to a different level because she was the one that got the Cronus power, or was granted.
She was the one who collected
the ability
all
to
of
transform
the
into
pieces.
Cronus.
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
so.
and then somehow,
of anybody,
Snipe grabbed the Gashat and then transported there. How do you get to the level without the not the proto Gashats, the Gacha trophies? How do you get there? Please tell me. Because he just suddenly arrived. The other two had to cheat to get in there.
Hey, Brave will tell you. He told us, remember?
Please.
Oh, yes.
Please.
Let's remember what he said, because it was something about how for 5 years he's been building a tolerance to all of the bugsters that haven't been released yet. So now he is officially allowed in. Oh, yes. That makes sense.
How many?
That makes sense.
How many rules had that broken at that point? How many things could have been fixed?
Oh yeah, like I don't know, the pandemic going on last 2 episodes where people were dying from the virus and we were looking for a antibody cure, someone with immunity. Where were you, Snipe? You were just watching them die, right?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I did very much enjoy Dan dying a bunch of times.
I mean, that was nice.
It was
nice.
That was some good stuff.
Seeing the tar beat out of him, but like at the same time, this point that they just, like you said, fandangled in, it messes up like points that were supposed to be. Oh, only this is the way we can, like, get that.
Yeah.
Or
like, if you had this trump card, and don't forget, he knew it himself. He explained it to Cronus and intercut that with Brave. So if he had built up this maybe it's an immune system thing, like
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear this BS, like trying to, like, justify it.
Well, I mean, like, if he built up a tolerance with his immune system, that doesn't necessarily amount to a cure.
I think his
because, like, if you build up a tolerance to the cold, that doesn't mean people can extract it from you and create an antidote for the cold.
Well, I think it's the white blood cells that can be used or something like that.
I feel like it just strengthens them.
I mean,
in a way,
if that's fine, or if that's a problem, then why is our digital bugster able to become it's?
See yeah. We'll get to that later. Never mind. Like, I just don't understand why he didn't explain this to everyone first. Like, he keeps saying like, I am, like, first off, he says he's the first he's the first Kamen rider. You and I were watching this, and I was like, excuse me?
You need to put an asterisk by that, buddy, because you are not the first Kamen rider.
Thank you.
I mean,
and why not tell everyone? What is the point in not telling them? You keep saying, I have to be the one to carry the burden. And, I mean, that's one of one of the better reasons to do that. Like, why wouldn't you tell them that?
You know why?
Why would you say, hey?
You know why? Because Emu didn't tell anybody that he killed but saved Palad. That's why. Because nobody in this show communicates with each other when they do stupid things.
And they had they had the gall during the fight to say, we're the best doctor team. Excuse me, what? When were you a team?
I mean, oh yeah, since when we were a team,
no one talks to each other. What is the point of you?
It's good stuff. It's good stuff, man. I mean, like, the notion that they were, like, okay, if you extract all of the crappy writing in this and, like, the plot holes, and you get down to the point that they just wanted to have Snipe try and save the day and protect Nico, that's the part that even with all this garbage, I still was able to, like, enjoy that part, that Snipe was trying to protect Nico. Like, that part, the fact that was what was going on, I enjoyed. And the fact that he got the power-up was also something we enjoyed a lot. And the fact that Nico... structurally. Well, first off, it was, oh, Nico might get the power-up. She might be Kronos. And then it was kind of stolen from her. And
yeah, I was so pissed. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this.
Yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
What's the point? What, like, you dangle this in front of our faces and expect us not to be mad? Like, this is something... She's my favorite character, and she's endeared herself to a lot of other people, too. There's even fan art of the Cronus version of her. Why in all hell is she not a proper Kamen Rider?
Yeah. Some
people are saying, oh, no compatibility surgery, and probably shouldn't have built up a time. Boo-hoo! It's your show. You wrote it yourself. You specifically wrote her to not have the Cronus powers.
Even though she's the one who collected all of the power-ups and is supposed to be the one who's supposed to get it. Yeah. Like,
okay, and I will give you that, like, those guys basically finished off the villains and she got the last hit, giving her the trophy. But still, I mean, like, why wouldn't you try to do something new and different with this? Why not? 'Cause, like, it baffles.
I don't know. Would they have to? You okay? You think they would have had to change the costume in order to have it size for her? Because
no, they didn't. Because all you gotta do, all you really gotta do, is take her base suit and then put the Cronus stuff over it, and you could even have a dude in there. Like, it wouldn't have mattered as long as you put the right stuff on it. You know, like the backpack.
Oh my gosh!
I'm so mad that she got snubbed. It was literally taken away from her.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice notion that Snipe was going to be the one to, like, help protect her, but at the same time, she was going to fight.
This felt like her fight.
It's like a tease,
and I was ready to see this.
Yeah.
And you took that away from her. You took that moment away.
You know, imagine
if... For what reason?
Imagine if it went down like this. You didn't pull the BS, like, plot point that Snipe has some extra immunity that lets him in on the, like, final battle, so nobody can get in there, and then just have Nico hold him off for as long as she could until they eventually inevitably use Dan Kuroto, Desu, Deus.
Oh no, Deus.
Deus, that's the one. Just because they're obviously he's the plot point that pretty much solves anything anyway. So why do you even need to make a new one?
This episode and the last to get combined established so much unnecessary tension. Oh hey, we'll have him thrown away into jail and then immediately taken out for whatever reason to create tension between him and Emu, and then we will present this situation where Cronus takes Nico away to a map that you can't get to, and then have that immediately turned on its head. Because you have so many backdoors that you can write for yourself that there are no consequences.
Yeah.
There's no tension, and I don't care. Like I said last episode, X8 is ostensibly over. You had an opportunity to get me invested again, to get me reinvested by giving Nico Cronus, but you took that away immediately. That is what I had a problem with this episode. Not only that, when you did give it to someone and you kind of like changed my mind a little bit when I was watching it, like, oh hey, Snipe finally has a level 100.
Yeah.
When he finally gets to, the triumphant, return after being all down and pouty, and then, oh, I got my doctor costume now. Then you make him use his level 50? He's useless! Why would you do that?
This reminds me of the treatment that what is his name? The prince from Ghost got towards the end. Where he
Alan.
Alan, where he just got this
everyone has this insane power up. You have Ghost with the Hyper Muteki?
Probably.
Oh no, Infinite
Muteki, and then dive too deep for Makoto, or friggin'
Makoto.
And
it's
so
in your name.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, you think I know it. So both of them are just OP as heck. They can take out whatever enemy in one final, except for the third, wheel ranger, which seems to be what Snipe is.
The guy that, out of the three main ones, because I guess Poppy and Nico are relegated to, secondary. Out of the three, Snipe was my favorite because of Nico and because of their relationship, and he only gets a level 50? What are you saving it for, a V cinema? I don't care. This is all I'm gonna watch. Why? What? Okay, I kind of understand the point of not giving it to Nico. I will give you that Japan is kind of, it wants to appeal to boys, and it's a boys brand, and blah, 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 that stuff. But what I don't understand is not giving Snipe Cronus permanently.
Yeah, he should have kept it. It's at least have him keep it so he can at least fight on par with the other two.
Exactly.
Riders.
What is? I don't understand the point. You've sold the 50, the level 50 Gashat, right? You sold it already. That's old stock.
It has been.
Maybe it's not doing too well, and that's why he still has it. But no, I'm serious. That might be the case.
That would be terrible.
I'm assuming the other one, that would sell gangbusters. That would sell even more if you gave it to Snipe. Because it gives him another form. It brings them all on a level playing field. And it's technically going to be his final form. And you can milk another toy out of it.
Now the kids
it's
are
just
like...
It's just the Cronus figure with the with the gamer driver.
Well, think about it like this. Now the kids see it as a good guy, so they want to have it more. Because how often do you see villain toys kind of, by the wayside, where they're not as collected?
Well, I mean, if it has the name Kamen Rider
in it,
even if they're bad, that I usually would try to go for them anyway. If there's an evil ranger, I'll still go for it.
Yeah, Kronos looks really cool too.
It does, and I don't know, and production wise, it's just a new suit, and it's probably less cumbersome than Snipe's actual level 50 suit.
I don't know, man.
On the actor. No. it should be, because the dude has to lug around 2 halves of the front of a ship.
I'm
and then
saying...
the weight of the entire sail barge on his shoulders. Just give him the Cronus suit.
Yeah,
Just give him the Cronus suit. What are you doing not doing that?
Because his motif is shooting.
Yeah, and he can grab the gun from the form.
Yep.
Who cares?
Well, I mean, there's always next episode. Maybe he'll get it back.
I'm so pissed. This episode... Wait, hold on. Next episode... We only have like 2 episodes left.
He's not going to get a focus.
Last episode... I told you, last episode, already done. This is just pissing me off more. They're finding ways to give me hope. Even in these last few episodes, and just taking it away. The show bothers the hell out of me. I don't care. And then the end of this episode, they're like, I'm the true villain, and what a real villain does is show you his true power after he's defeated once.
They're like every good video game has a second secret villain, don't you know?
I hate you. I hate this so much.
I mean, they're not wrong, but dang, the way they did it was just so tacky.
I think next episode, I think it should be the end, and then the very last episode is going to be a build crossover.
Oh.
I don't know. Who knows?
Well, I mean, I think with Ghost, they did have kind of like a after they beat the main villain episode where it was just kind of like wrap up, and then maybe a little mini conflict just to show off the gear one more time. But I don't know. This episode might be the conflict resolution, the next one. So
well, no. I heard like either it was rumored or it was announced that Build was gonna cross over, but I didn't know in what capacity that was gonna be.
Okay.
It was gonna be in the show, but
okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, we have that to look forward to at least.
Yeah, since I guess X8 is doing really well, maybe like bringing in Build will help boost Build's initial wave of viewers.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward. No, I am looking forward to the next episode because it'll definitely be the conclusion of this long what is it? The
Egregious?
strenuous show. That's not what I'm looking for. It's like this long tiresome show that I don't want to watch anymore, but I have to for posterity. And like if I had left it many moons ago, then I would not be able to say definitively that I do not like X8. I do not.
I don't agree with the notion that you have to like trudge through all of the garbage to be able to say this is trash. But I mean,
because Toku sometimes it takes like a weird turn.
Yeah.
And sometimes it
when Palad became the main villain, it started getting better.
Oh yeah.
And so we were like, wow, this is actually starting to get good again.
And then they brought Dan back, and then they started bringing everyone back, and it got worse. But then it got better when Brave turned on them, but then it got worse recently.
Yeah.
Because Dan was still back, and he's annoying, and he's the worst.
The best part is that probably most people who watch this, all 2 of them, are probably like Dan supporters. So
no, pulling back the veil a bit, no one's really been like liking or disliking, so I guess we haven't really been finding anyone offending anyone.
Okay.
Or finding anyone that's actually
right.
on his side. So thanks for at least passively being on our side. And at this point, we have definitely talked longer about this episode than it is gone, which is usually the case.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this show. Let's end this podcast.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, thanks for listening, I guess.
Join us next time as we endure the final moments.
Yeah, as X8 as AIDS slowly begins to kill us. But we can build ourselves a better future.
Ooh.
Guys, hit that like button if you liked that last comment I made, because that was probably the highlight of my day. Subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Comment down below. I don't know. Say hi. How are you doing? Tell me how you're doing. I don't care.
Okay.
You just comment something. I don't know. There are links in the description down below. Check them out. There's a Discord chat. Dingle my dongle. See ya.
Later.